Hi everyone, here's a story that's going to make your blood boil. It won't surprise you, because it didn't surprise me. But Ed Sheeran paid more UK tax than both Amazon and Starbucks. It's just absolutely insane, this is. This is from iNews, which is the sister paper to The Independent, just in case you didn't know. Ed Sheeran paid more in tax last year than both Starbucks and Amazon. The pop star paid almost £1 million more than the retail giant. So it's not like he's paying a little bit more. He's paying £1 million, over £1 million more than both of them. He earned less than Starbucks and Amazon made in profits last year, but Ed Sheeran paid more in tax than either company. Figures released this weekend showed that the pop star paid $5.29 million in tax, compared to $4.5 million than the international online retailer coughed up, and $3.3 million than the global coffee chain paid from its main UK entity, Starbucks Coffee Company UK Limited, although more tax was paid through other Starbucks subsidiaries. So this is not entirely the entirety of Starbucks, because there are subsidiaries, but the main one, the main company, he paid more than. Critics have complained that the complex structure of the company makes it hard to assess how its practices operate. The company said Starbucks paid $13.7 million in tax in the UK in 2017 at an effective rate of 25.3%. And while he's not short of a bob or two, Ed Sheeran made over $27 million in profit, while Starbucks made $162 million, and Amazon brought in nearly $2 billion in revenue. You see the difference in the size here of the incomes and the profits. Yet he's still paying more. But the award-winning singer is not bothered about money, and in an interview with OK Magazine last year, he said he isn't motivated by cash. It's always funny, isn't it? These people who are millionaires always say, oh no, we're not bothered about money. Well, you're not bothered about money if you've got tons of it. He said, quote, "It's like earn a penny, spend a penny with me. As soon as it comes in, it goes out. I don't have that much value on it. I have more value on my friends and family being okay." Fair play to you, Ed. Okay, all right. Fair play to you. A lot of my money goes to charity or to other children's hospitals near where I live. I have enough to be comfortable, and the rest goes to help people. I'm seriously starting to like this guy. Maybe I should buy a record of two of his. Both Starbucks and Amazon came under fire this year after it was revealed how much UK tax both companies had paid despite their huge turnovers. And they're not alone. Facebook only paid $15.8 million in tax in the UK last year, despite collecting a record $1.3 billion in UK sales. However, the social media giant managed to reduce its tax bill further by claiming $8.4 million in tax credits from granting its employees shares in the company, so the net tax they paid was $7.4 million. Less than 1% of its total sales. So even Facebook only paid an extra, what, $2 million more than Ed Sheeran? How is that fair? If there's such a disparity between a singer and corporations, imagine the disparity between a waitress and the percentage of her wages that go in tax, and Amazon and Starbucks. This is absolutely crazy. It really is. But it's not surprising. And here's the thing that really annoys me with the Tory government doing this. Because they're letting them get away with this. They're just letting these giant companies get away with it. They're not doing anything, as far as I can see, to plug these giant loopholes that we've known for years that have been around. Have any of them been plugged? No. They just let them get away with it. Other countries do it. Why can't we? Well, we can, but the Tories won't. Let me just show you something. This is from the Office of Statistics. I can't quite read. Office of National Statistics. And this is the overall spending on welfare in the UK. And the welfare spend there, I can't quite see it. Let me just have a look on the other screen. The welfare spend in total is $264 billion a year in the UK. That's how much it is in total. However, $111 billion of that is pensions. So it's around about $150 billion if you take out the pensions. And that's including everything. It's not just the 6 or 7 things that the universal credit is replacing, but it's everything. It's including, social care and everything like that. It's 150 billion. So the Tories are obviously going on this crusade against people with universal credit, and they're trying to save money, and they're trying to stop giving the poor people money, the most vulnerable in our society. So let's say, for argument's sake, they do a great job and persecute the poor as much as possible and save 10% of that. So they'll save 15 billion a year. Do you know how much it's thought, and this is from HMRC, do you know how much HMRC think they lose each year in these tax avoidance and tax evasion schemes that these giant companies use in this country? 2.7 billion was lost through tax avoidance, 4.4 billion through tax evasion. 34 billion is the total value of tax that goes uncollected. Quote, HMRC estimates that the illegal tax evasion and legal tax avoidance together cost the government 34 billion a year. So even if they were to try and save 10% from this universal credit rollout by persecuting the poorest and the needy and the disabled and the vulnerable and the weak and the mentally ill. Those are the people that they're going to be persecuting with this universal credit rollout and trying to, stop the amount that they're spending on welfare. But it's still only half of what these companies combined cost the UK purse in tax avoidance and tax evasion. But they're not going after them. They're going after the poor and the needy and the weak, the vulnerable, the mentally ill, the old, the disabled. That's who they're going after. Not the giant companies like Starbucks and Amazon, who are paying 1% or less than 1% tax. When you actually look at the figures, they're not going after them. They're going after the poor and the weak and the needy. That's Tories for you. That's Tory policy. I just wanted to make a video highlighting that, just how stupid it is for them to be going after the poorest of this country when they should actually be going after the richest corporations who are operating in the country and making huge profits and saving huge amounts of money in tax avoidance and tax evasion schemes. And the government are not doing, as far as I can tell, a damn thing about it. They're certainly not doing enough. I want to say a big thank you to Ed Sheeran. I wish more people, more rich people and more people in the public eye were like him and paid their way in this country. He's somebody, remember, who he knows how people can be desperate. This is somebody who, when he was busking, was homeless, was sleeping on people's couches. I believe he slept in subways. So he knows how people need help. He knows how some people need help in their lives. Big thank you to Ed Sheeran for actually doing his bit for this country. It's a shame that corporations like Amazon and Starbucks are just let get away with avoiding billions in tax in the UK each year, and the Tories are not doing a damn thing, as far as I can do, to stop it. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and click the bell below so you get a notification of when I drop further videos. Independent voices like mine, I'm sure you're aware by now, are being censored across all social media platforms, so please like and comment on the videos. That really does help the channel out, and share the videos wherever you can to grow the audience. If you can, please support me on Patreon. You can do it for as little as $1 a month. I cannot do this without your help. I rely on your donations. Thanks very much for your support. It really is appreciated. Until next time, peace and take care.